I've also thought about the importance of critical self-reflection and developed a model to assist me in this practice. I'd like to explain how I would continually reference this model in the given scenario from the book I Came to Say Goodbye. So working with my model of critical self-reflection, right in the centre are my values and ethics, and as well as those of the AASW, and the belief that every human being has a unique and inherent equal worth, and that each person has a right to well-being, self-fulfillment and self-determination. This guides me to treat every individual with empathy, compassion and unconditional positive regard. So working with my own values, it would be to work hard, to be creative, to challenge disempowering processes, to show care, compassion and empathy for every family member, to listen what they need and to help them fulfill those needs, and to see Seth at this time, which I do not see as a risk, to work with mindfulness of the situation, to understand what each member is going through, and to use body, mind, heart and spirit to communicate and connect. So looking at my theory base, critical postmodern theory, and the belief that there is no absolute truth, and that everyone, including Donna Fay, Paul Haynes and Med, all have their own truth and need to be listened to. Feminist theory, among other things, guides me to support and value women and the need to care and to show compassion to all those involved and minimise power differentials. Feminist theory and whiteness theory guides me to look beyond the values and assumptions of the dominant culture. Community-based practice works towards connecting people with community, and this is what I would try to do with the family. What other supports are available to Donna Fay, to Paul and to Med? Relationship-based practice really aims to build trusting relationships, and in my view this is done through deep listening and caring compassion. I would definitely employ the strengths perspective to uncover any strengths and hope in this situation, and mindfulness practice to be attentive to my own personal reactions and biases. Around the outside of the circle, I've put a number of guide points or checkpoints, and the majority of these come from a book I've read recently called Mindsight by Daniel Siegel. So the term mindsight represents an ability to more clearly perceive our own mind and therefore more clearly perceive others. So it includes what has become a popular term of late, and that is of emotional intelligence. So here I've included emotional balance, so in times of high emotions, not getting caught up in what I see as emotional contagion. Attuned communication, being mindful of my own communication style and also that of others I'm working with, so being in tune with what is said but also what is not said, and all the communication that occurs that is not verbal. Insight, keeping clear and calm, can assist in recognizing innovative solutions which perhaps are more difficult if getting caught up in situations. Empathy, showing compassion and concern for all, no matter what the situation, and being constantly reminded of this. Intuition, again, when calm and clear, more able to pick up on cues and clues. Body regulation, keeping calm in times of crisis and stress and heightened emotions. Keeping the breathing and the heart rate regulated and being able to recognize bodily cues. response flexibility, being able to be flexible in responses and authentic to each individual. And lastly, fear modulation, keeping my own fears and anxieties in check in order to assist others. This concludes my vision for practice. Thanks for listening.